What's up, guys? So today we are gonna watch the game. Unfortunately, I cannot show you the game, but we are gonna comment on it. And I want you guys, if anybody wants to call in, it could be interesting before the match, especially to hear your opinions. Who do you think is gonna win? Who are you voting for? And so on. If you want to, you can speak Bulgarian. If you want to, you can speak English. It's as you want. And I see we already have one caller. So let's see what's happening here. Hello, caller. Who are you voting for? Who are you cheering for? Pulev or the other guy? So the fight today is in Tanzania, in Africa. So that's pretty interesting, guys. Let's see. So I don't really know Tervel Pulev. So let's read up on him a little bit. So unfortunately, it's only boxing. It's not MMA like I kind of hoped it would be. I think boxing is kind of boring. So Teref is born in 1983, so he's actually the same age as me. He grew up in a big family, one of 5 children, 3 sisters, and his brother Kubrat Pulev, who is also a professional boxer that competes in the heavyweight division. As children, the two brothers were trained by their father, who was convinced his sons would succeed in boxing. As a role model, their father not only involved them in boxing, but he also influenced them about loving history, reading books, and being patriots. Pulev's first club was CSKA, which is a very old Bulgarian club. It's usually associated with football. It's one of these clubs that was very, very big on the communist times, and there are two big teams in Bulgaria. There is CSKA and there is Levski. Those are the two biggest teams. But CSKA are considered the Reds, the commies, and Levski are the Blues. He won many times the national championship for junior, youth, and men. Pulev joins the Bulgarian national representative team and in 1998 participates for the first time in the Youth European Championship in Jurmala, Latvia. During the years, he had to defend his presence in the representative team, remaining undefeated from another Bulgarian boxer for the period from 2004 to 2016. In 2010, Pulev won the silver medal at the European Championship in Moscow, Russia. Same year, he participated in the European Cup tournament in Kharkiv, Ukraine. At the final of the tournament, he lost to Alexander Osuk. So he got his ass kicked by a Ukrainian. That's pretty unfortunate. In 2011, Pulev won again the silver medal at the European Championship in Ankara, Turkey. In 2015, Pulev won the bronze medal at the European Championship in Samokov, Bulgaria, after he lost to Evgeny Chichenko at the semifinals. During his career, we won many golden medals and cups at international tournaments held in Mostar, Spain, Serbia, Dagestan, Bulgaria, Albania, and Turkey. The tournament in Turkey has been from significant importance for Pulev as it was the last Olympic qualification for Europe zone. By winning, Pulev caught the last chance to take the only left quota for the 2012 Summer Olympics. So yeah, we're gonna comment on the watch. You can watch the match live on DMA Sport. There it's being sent on DMA Sport. I'm not gonna show the match here because the stream will be taken down. So here we're just gonna comment about it. If you want to, you can call in to the show. There's a link in the description. You can call in. You can talk with me before the match starts and tell me why you think Pulev will win or why you think the other guy will win and who you vote for and so on. So if you want to call in, you can call in right now in the link in the description. Okay, but most of you, you know this guy. So let's check the other guy. Here in the Bulgarian, there's much more uh, information, it seems, about him. Tervel Pulev versus. So the other guy, he seems, when you look at Pulev, Pulev seems more, he just has the look of somebody that's stronger, but that's usually something you get cheated by, when you see two fighters and one of them, he looks much stronger. It's not always the case, The reason that Vikapita is competing with Pulev is because there is some merit to it. So he has won a lot of fights, and there's a good chance that he might win it. In fact, I even think that he's probably gonna beat him like Pulev the last time got his ass kicked. This time, he's probably gonna get his ass kicked again. So let's read about Vikapita Meroro. If he's So the interesting thing is that Vikapita actually said that Pulev seems very old, but it seems that Vikapita is older than him. Do I have the right guy here? Yeah, I have the right guy. So that's strange. Yeah, so guys, you can watch the match at the Emma Sport, and here we are gonna comment on it live. If anybody wants to call me right now and speak with me live, you can speak with a camera or only with a microphone. You just click in the link in the bottom of the description here. There is this link, call in, click on it, and then you can call into the show here, and we can discuss why you think Tervel is best. It's a pretty strange name, Tervel. Is that even, a Bulgarian name? I have never heard it before. So I have the match on the other screen. It has not started yet. We are still waiting for it to begin. And we will comment on it live. I actually think that without knowing any of the boxes, actually, I don't have a big interest for boxing. I just think that Tervel will lose like his brother because he's way too hyped up, and probably in his mind he's also the stronger one. So he's probably gonna underestimate Meroro. He's probably gonna underestimate him. And when you underestimate somebody, there's a big chance of losing. Yeah, so let's see if he can. Okay, maybe it comes from some that defeated the Arabs, but can Tervel defeat a Namibian? I'm not sure. And the fight is in Tanzania, so it's like this big old fight with Muhammad Ali and I don't know who the other guy was, where he lost. It was also in Africa. So apparently, Africa, it's a big scene for some of these fights. I don't know why they choose Africa. Maybe because the logistics cannot be easy. It's probably costs a lot for the logistics, but maybe in the end it's cheaper over there and it's worth it. I don't know why they hold it in Namibia. They have been fighting. There has been fights there from this event in Tanzania from 6 o'clock today at Bulgarian time. So they started fighting 4 hours ago, and it's a big event. And when I look at the ring, around the ring, the people sitting, it seems that they are mostly white people. So so the arena doesn't seem to be full of Namibians. Yeah, Muhammad Ali Rumble in the Jungle, exactly. That was the biggest match in the history. People still talk about it today, and now they're repeating it. Not that big fighters, but we never know. One day, Tervel could become the next Mike Tyson if he wins this. But I kind of doubt it. What do you guys think? Who are you voting for? Write in the chat one if you think that Tervel will win, or write two if you think that Vikapita Meroro will win. Now, write in the chat one like this, one, or write two if you think uh Vikapita Meroro will win this match. Guys, what do you think? Guys, write in the chat one for Tervel, two for Vikapita. Okay, I think the match is getting ready to start. Right now, they are talking with Tervel Pulev. They are showing some of his highlights from other matches. So I think it's about to start in a few minutes. No, this is just commentary. I cannot show the match, so you can put the match on your television on DMA Sport. You can watch it if you have DMA Sport. You can watch the match, for example, on your television, and you can sit here on the computer with us, write in the chat, and we are gonna comment the match. Yes, and you can also call in the link in the description. If you want to talk to me, you can call in and tell me why you think Tervel will win or why you think Vikapita will win, what you think about the match. If you want to, you can click on the link below and you can call in here to the show. So right now they are in the studio. They're still talking, but I think they're probably getting ready slowly to start the match. It will probably it should start around 2030, but it might start a little bit earlier, I think. You can watch the channel on DMA Sport. If you have DMA Sport on your television also, you can put it on your television. And we're gonna be here commenting the game together. So when you look at Tervel, he looks like the physical strongest, but that might also make him underestimate his opponent if he looks smaller. The same way that what is he called? The Irish guy in MMA. What is he called? He got his ass kicked the other day. What? How did I forget his name? The biggest Irish MMA fighter. What was his name? Conor McGregor. Yeah. So Conor McGregor, like he underestimated the Dagestan fighter. I also forgot his name now. He also in his last fights a week ago or so, he underestimated his opponent because he looked much smaller. And I also thought that Conor McGregor would win, but he underestimated him, and he lost probably because of it. He probably thought that I don't need to train so hard to fight this guy. He wasn't giving everything from himself, and he got his ass kicked. And I kind of think the same could happen with Tervel Pulev, but maybe because his brother got his ass kicked, Kubrat Pulev, when he lost recently, maybe that could get him on other thoughts and make him train harder and know that there is a risk for him to lose this match. We have one caller, but he's not speaking. So they're still in the studio. They're interviewing some old guy. And I can see Tervel Pulev in the background. So they're probably getting ready to start the match any moment. And if you don't know, you can watch it on DMA Sport. Okay, it's starting, guys. It the match is starting. Pulev is entering the ring. It seems now they're showing some highlight. They showed Pulev entering the scene, but it might be from some older highlight. But they just showed the scene also, so it's gonna start in a few minutes. The match. Nelly, I'm just gonna remove the links that you pasted because I'm planning on keeping this video, and there might be issues when we give links to sites that show the content. So I'm removed your message with the links. So if nobody's calling, we might as well do it full screen, should we? So they're showing highlights right now from the match, from other matches, I'm sorry. But who do you think are gonna win this match? Type 1 in the chat if you think Tervel Pulev will win, or type 2 in the chat if you think Vikapita Meroro will win this match. So they're talking to Vikapita right now. They're back in the studio. The match will probably start in a few minutes. So it's probably gonna start at 8:30 in at 9 minutes. So I have the picture here. I just have to move it to the screen and you would be able to see it. But then I will get my channel banned from YouTube, so I cannot show the match. If you want to see the match, go to DM Sports, watch DM Sports. It's being shown there, and stay here for the commentary. You can write with the other people in the chat how the match is going. So the match will begin in 9 minutes. They are still talking in the studio. Boring, boring. So the match starts in 8 minutes, Vinci. Yeah, but the sound can get me in trouble too. Guys, remember to subscribe to this channel. So right now I'm seeing Kubrat Pulev is there. Kubrat Pulev is at the match backstage with his brother to support him. And right now they're getting ready backstage. Kubrat is next to his brother's side, probably giving him some tips or whatever. Is it a 10-round match? That's crazy, Nelly. So right now they're showing. I think yeah. Right now they're showing advertisements. So this is the last advertisements before the show starts. So I'm watching it from Bulgaria. I'm actually Bulgarian. Remember to subscribe to the channel, by the way, guys. There's a lot of interesting things here. I'm one of the biggest protest YouTubers in Bulgaria. Maybe you know me from the summer. I'm the Danish journalist who got attacked by the Bulgarian police. If you remember this summer, there was in all the news. I was in 7/8 television. I was in Evrocom, Priluba Kulesic, and I was in all the newspapers when I got attacked here by the police. If you remember the Danish journalist who got attacked by the police when there was a protest here in Bulgaria in the summer, that's me, guys. Remember to subscribe to the channel. This is my dog. What? Did the fight start? I think the fight has started, guys. So the fight, it seems to have started. They just started it immediately after it started. They started immediately after the advertisement. Is that really him? Yeah, it must be. So actually, Tervel Pulev is sponsored by WinBet. And WinBet, I had some yesterday. We played some WinBet casino. I lost all the money, so I'm really not happy about these WinBet guys. So they're both just jabbing each other. Pulev is hitting him a little bit right now. He hit him a couple of times really hard. And now they're grappling. But I would say, yeah, Pulev gave him some big, good punches. 1, 2 in the head. But Vikapita, it seems like he's trying to tire Pulev down. He's just taking his punches more or less, and he actually seems more fresh than Pulev, I would say. I'm having some problems here with it. One moment. Okay, we have it back. So they're still just jabbing each other. Yeah, I'm not sure if Bulgaria will win. So last time with his brother, Bulgaria lost. So don't be so sure. There was just uh, Pulev just made a couple of jabs after him, and Vikapita grabbed him. Now they're holding. The judge is not stopping them. They are not completely locked in. Now the judge went in to separate them. But he left them alone, so they were still holding, and it was pretty funny. They're holding each other with one hand and both jabbing each other's face with the other hand. So yeah, now they're jabbing each other. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Round two over. Round two ended. Who would I say won this round? I would say that Pulev might have given him a couple of punches more, but they're kind of equal. None of them are really affected so far by the punches. They still seem, relatively fresh, both of them. So I'm not sure if I can point to a clear winner of this round. Remember to subscribe to this channel, guys. So right now they're showing some VIP seats in the Tanzania arena. And I see some African guys. They might be some African leaders. Pretty interesting if the king of Tanzania is watching or something. I wonder if Bulgarian has some kind of relationship with Tanzania. Okay, round three has started. They're both jabbing each other. Jab, jab. Pulev goes in, pushes him to the corner, keeps hitting him, and he pulled back a little bit. And Pulev keeps trying to out-muscle him, but he's a little bit hesitant. And that's a good thing because he's not underestimating him this way. A little bit hesitant to just keep jabbing. And they're both just jabbing each other, small jabs. So far, the match is kind of, boring. Now they're grappling each other, they're holding each other. The judge goes in close, but he doesn't really separate them, but they separated themselves. Pulev is holding him, hitting him in his head, but Vikapita is not easy to hold down and manages to punch Pulev in the head. Now they're grappling again. Pulev calls for the judge to stop the grappling. The judge was a little bit hesitant, but he interfered and stopped them from grappling. So Vikapita has pushed Tervel a little bit in the corner. Probably, Tervel doesn't mind it. He feels like he has the overhand in this match. And they're starting to grapple again. And when they were getting out of the grapple, Vikapita managed to give Tervel a good punch in the head. But, the punches, they are not that strong, so none of them are really affected yet by the punches. It's the third round, 40 seconds left. They're grappling again. Tervel is holding Vikapita. And Tervel goes in, punches 5 times, pushes Vikapita in the corner, and grabs him. I'm a little behind here. It's lagging a little bit with me, Nelly. So there's still 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 3, 2, 1. Round 3 has ended. Again, I would say kind of the same. Tervel, the round ended and Tervel kept holding him and punching him. The judge was very slow to interfere. He let Tervel punch him a couple of times. After the round has ended, he was holding him and kept punching him. And the judge was like, the judge is very hesitant, this judge. Not a very professional judge, it seems. So round 3 has ended. Who won round 3? I would say this time it was a little bit more clear that Tervel probably won this round, but not by very much. They both got punches in, and none of them are really affected by the punches. So, you know, the only thing is that they're both probably tiring after 4 rounds, but they're not really affected by the punches, it seems, yet. Tervel seems very fresh. He just got water thrown on him, and I could actually see that it was Devin water. So they brought Devin water from Bulgaria to Tanzania. Okay, round 4 has started. And they're both just jabbing each other, starting to grapple again. They keep grappling when they get too close. One of them fills a couple of punches, and then they start grappling. So it's lagging a little bit here. And Vikapita got a couple of good punches, but Tervel also managed to get at least 1, 2 punches in, and then they grapple again. They keep doing this where they give a couple of punches and then they start grappling before the other can really put. So the guy that punches, if it's Vikapita or it's Tervel, they punch a couple of times and then he grabs him. He punches, for example, Tervel punches 2, 3 times, grabs Vikapita. Then Vikapita does the same, punches 2, 3 times and grabs Tervel before he can really get any hits in. You know, maybe he could get 1, 2 hit in, but he quickly grapples him. Pretty funny trick. And the judge, now they're grappling again. The judge is pretty hesitant to interfere. It seems that he never gets physical and actually touches them. He just goes up to them and, you know, kindly asks them to let each other go. Should I do some shadow boxing? Tervel grabs. I wish this match was MMA. You know, Tervel just grabbed Vikapita and almost tried to pull him to the ground. They keep doing the same thing, throwing a couple of punches. Vikapita throws a couple, grabs him. Tervel hits him in the head from the top. and they keep grappling. The judge tries to interfere. He's pushing them, but they're not reacting, and the judge is doing nothing. It's pretty funny. This judge is very unprofessional. You know, normally I've seen the judges when if the boxers don't react to their commands or their choices, they just throw themselves in and split them up. But this judge is not doing any of it. He's like just patting them. Please split up. And they split up. 1 minute left. Vikapita gets some good punches in. Tervel starts to seem a little bit tired. When they start grappling, then Tervel he lays his head on Vikapita's shoulder to relax a little bit. And they keep grappling. The judge looks, they're grappling, and they're letting go with one hand, giving a punch, and grappling again, giving a punch. And they're changing to do this, and the judge he don't know, should I step in, shouldn't I step in? Vikapita gets a little bit of a warning from the judge, but I think they're both equally good at doing at grappling too much. The judge interferes in the match, stops it for a moment to explain them the rules, I guess. And after that, Vikapita jumps right in and grapples him again, and then they get split up and sent to each corner, and the round ended. So fourth round is over. This one, I would say, again, it kind of went to Tervel, but it doesn't really matter because, you know, Tervel is getting more tired, it seems. Tervel is giving more of himself. He's hitting harder. He's doing more to hit, while, you know, Vikapita, he's relaxing more. So it's gonna be like the Pulev match. If Tervel doesn't manage to make a knockout in the next round or two, then he's gonna get too tired and Vikapita is gonna win. And I kind of doubt that he will get it. But I think he's gonna tire down in the next round or the round after, and then Vikapita will start using his leftover energy that he saved. And fifth round is starting. Vikapita jumps in straight with two jabs right in the face. Tervel is just defending himself. Vikapita gets another punch in. Tervel just defending himself, giving a quick jab from time to time. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind, Nelly. Here, I'm sorry, but something is happening with the internet. But again, they keep grappling. Tervel holds Vikapita down. No, let me jump a little bit to the start here, because if he knocks him out, if Vikapita knocks him out, then I'm gonna be behind. So let me just try to jump to live. Yeah, but my internet is kind of fucking up a little bit here. Okay. So now I'm at the sixth round. 1 minute left. And it's lagging again. It's because everybody is in there watching it, so probably that's why it's lagging. And they're both very cautious. You know, if they get too close, they start grappling or they keep a little bit of a distance. None of them seems to have the complete overhand in the match. It's not a match where one guy is dominating the other guy. They're both pretty equal in the fight, you know, but we will see in the last rounds who will have the stamina and the energy left to win this fight, because it's probably gonna drag out to the last rounds. And then I think, you know, Vikapita is probably gonna have more stamina left, because Tervel he used a lot of energy with his punches. And they just threw two good punches. Vikapita hit Tervel and Tervel punched him good back. And they're grappling again. Again, the judge, he's not caught up with this job. No, he should find some. He should be a football referee or something like that, because I don't think he's fitted for boxing, for being a boxing referee or judge or what you call it, because he's too cautious in stepping in. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds, and round 6 is over. Round 7 has started. And Pulev gets a couple of good punches in, runs over, punches him 2 times, and then they start grappling again. There's too much grappling, you know, they should just be punching, but every time they hit 1, 2 punches and then they grapple, it's kind of, you know, it's kind of pussy fighting. And, you know, it's not one of them doing it, they're both doing the same thing, you know. Maybe it's a trick, you know, it's a hack. It's a hack how to win a boxing match by constantly grappling and relaxing, but it doesn't make for a very good boxing match to watch, you know. Pretty boring fight, you know. It would have been a cool match if they were just punching each other and not constantly grappling every 1, 2 punches and then they are kissing again. Guys, remember to subscribe to this channel. And now they are facing each other again. They are very cautious, both of them. None of them really goes in hard. And if one of them goes in, then he's very quick to grapple the other guy, you know, going in, giving 2 punches, and then hugging him. So yeah, nobody has the real overhand. Every one of them could win. It's not like a Mike Tyson fight where Mike Tyson totally dominates the other guy, or a regular Conor McGregor fight where he dominates the other guy. Nobody is dominating here. They're both fighting, I would say they're fighting a little bit like girls, maybe. And they're grappling again. Tervel seems very tiring, using the time that they're grappling to relax. And there's 1 minute left of seventh round. I'm a little bit behind, Nelly. Nelly, don't say anything if anything crazy happens, so you don't expose it too soon. If anybody gets knocked out before I see it, then don't say it, Nelly. I want it to be a surprise. I think they're both equally bad at initiating the clinch. They're both doing it, and it's usually the guy who attacks who does it, which is pretty funny. Normally, in a boxing match, it would be the guy who gets hit who starts clinching to save himself from the hits. But here, it's always the guy hitting who's initiating the clinch. Yeah, he might have a slight advantage, but it's very slight, and I think that Tervel is tiring more because he gives more into it, while the other guy, it seems that maybe his tactic is to take a little bit more punches but relax and conserve his energy. And maybe he saw the Pulev fight and saw that, Pulev, the more rounds that passes, the less energy he has left. Pulev and the Pulev brothers, they're probably very good at expending all their energy in the start of the match and probably getting a knockout often. But with some of these big fights, it's not gonna happen, and they're gonna get tired before the last rounds, and then the other guy will have the overhand because he relaxed more during the first rounds. Round seven is over, guys. Again, it's hard to pick a clear winner. So if I was a judge and I had kept score, then there would be a winner. But as I'm watching it, I'm not seeing anybody dominating. I'm not seeing anybody giving a lot more hits than the other. Tervel gets a couple of good ones in more than Vikapita does. So Tervel is probably leading in the match, but it's by very little. The match is started, value. It's almost over. So both of them are relaxing ringside. Now I can see Wikipedia also seems a little bit tired, but I think he seems a little bit tired. It's pretty interesting that Tervel is drinking Devin water all the way in Tanzania. So they brought their own water. And eighth round is about to start. The two fighters are getting up. And eighth round is off. Vikapita gets the first punch in. And they keep just jabbing each other. They're probably gonna grapple again. Yeah, let me jump ahead to live. So the 8th round, nothing interesting happened probably. They just kept jabbing each other. No clear winner. So let me try to jump to live so I'm closer to the live show. And 9th round has started. Again, getting a couple of punches in, grappling again. Pretty boring fight. So there are only this round and the next round left. It doesn't seem like there's gonna be a knockout, but you never know with a knockout. It could always happen. And now they're grappling again and hitting, grappling, hitting, grappling, hitting the judge. Again, he doesn't know what to do. He kind of steps one step towards them. Then he backs off a little bit and he's kind of unsure of his job. Yeah, but now I can see Vikapita is also getting tired. Remember to subscribe to this channel, guys. Abonnere disse. And again, Tervel goes in and they immediately start grappling again or clinching. Pretty boring fight, I would say. It's not a fight that's really worth watching if you're not either Bulgarian or Namibian, or you're a fan of one of the fighters. It's not really a fight that's extraordinary in any way. Pretty equal and kind of boring fight, with all the clinching. Don't expose anything, El Cocky Bogeyman. So, wait a minute. We don't know who won yet. 9th round, 1 minute, 40 seconds left. Vikapita seems really tired. And Pulev still has his energy, it seems. Vikapita has a little bit of a hard time holding his hands up. But Pulev keeps punching him in the head. Vikapita just defending himself. This time, it's not to conserve energy. This time, Pulev really had the upper hand, and Vikapita is having a harder time keeping his hand up. He's bleeding in his eyes. There is a timeout. What? What? What happened? What the fuck happened, guys? What the fuck happened? The match just ended and Pulev won. I don't know why he won. he just punched him a couple of times, and then the judge came in, and then the match stopped. Vikapita had a little bleeding here, very little bleeding. I don't know if he gave up or what. Anybody, do you know what happened? Because I don't have the sound on. Okay, was it a technical knockout because he's bleeding or what? He didn't fall to the ground or anything. Why was that a technical knockout? He just had a little bit of bleeding. We've seen, matches where that where people bleed a lot more. And I can see the Bulgarians from the Pulev side, they are very happy. Yeah, so it seems like somebody must have thrown the towel, but it's pretty stupid because Nikita still, he still had a fight left at him right up to this round. It still seemed like Vikapita could win and had a good chance of winning. And now it's the official ceremony. The judge is holding both their hands and he pulled up Pulev's hand. Congratulations, Pulev. You made Bulgaria proud of you. Bulgaria is gonna be happy. We're gonna hear a lot about it in the Bulgarian news. How Bulgaria always wins. So Pulev, unfortunately, his brother, Kubrat Pulev, he's old news. Now his brother here is taking over the scene. The Bulgarian side are very happy. They are filming with their phones and they are cheering. Very happy. There's a relatively good amount of Bulgarians in the arena, it seems. But yeah, so that was the match, guys. What do you think about my commentary? Remember to like this video and subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna end this stream and I'm gonna start a new stream afterwards where we're just gonna have fun and watch some internet together, have some fun. So I'm gonna end this stream because I wanna keep it monetized. I don't want to delete it. So I'm ending this stream and I'm gonna make a new stream in 5 minutes. There's gonna be a new stream on this channel. So subscribe to this channel and stay here. Go to the channel, wait 5 minutes, refresh, and there will be a new live stream where we will discuss the event and we will watch some interesting things together, guys. So remember to subscribe, abonnirайте се на канала, лайквайте и ще има нов стрим тук след 5 минути на канала. Благодаря на всички. Thank you everybody for watching this stream.